when hope feels out of reach. It can be easy to spiral into a sense of helplessness, believing that nothing will ever change. On the other hand, being caught in the relentless pursuit of hope can also be exhausting, trying to hold on to something that just feels out of your grasp. But from this place of neither hopeful or hopeless, something remarkable shifts. Feels different, calmer, more balanced. When you let go of the need to force hope or dwell in despair, you give yourself the space to simply be. And it's in that space that real change happens. And you stop trying so hard to make things better or worse. You can start to manage, to handle whatever comes your way with ease. Consequences of living in hope or hopelessness often mean you're pushing yourself too far, too fast. But when you simply allow yourself to exist in the moment, you regain control, finding a deeper strength to move forward, one step at a time. Imagine hope and hopelessness as two dramatic mountains, one shining with sunshine and rainbows, the other dark and gloomy, waiting for you to slide down like a sad mountain goat. But when you take a step back, you see there's more than just these extremes. There are rolling hills, winding paths, valleys in between. Hope and hopelessness aren't two places you have to choose from. They're more like mountain weather. Sometimes it's foggy, sometimes the sun breaks through. The best part, you don't have to scale the motivational peak or fall into despair. You can wander through the landscape knowing both hope and hopelessness can coexist and change as you do. Now let's think about this. Hope and hopelessness aren't fixed points, but part of a bigger picture. Right now, if you're feeling depressed, hopelessness might seem like the only option, but that doesn't mean it's the end. It's simply a pause, a moment of uncertainty or not knowing what's next. And hope doesn't always mean waiting for something specific to happen either. Sometimes it's just a quiet trust that things will unfold in their own time. By seeing both hope and hopelessness as temporary states, you allow yourself the space to feel them without judgment. You might feel hopeless one moment and hopeful the next, without having to choose between them. When you're feeling stuck in a rut of hopelessness, it's easy to just go along with it, like following a GPS that's completely off track. You might find yourself thinking, well, I'm already deep in this pit, might as well dig a little further, right? But that's not helping you. It's like forcing yourself to finish a puzzle with missing pieces. Sure, you can do it, but it's not going to feel satisfying. Instead, when you feel even a tiny flicker of hope, like, hey, maybe I could get through this, that's your cue to pause and take a moment. It doesn't have to be grand, I'm going to go and conquer the world kind of hope. It could be as simple as, maybe I could get out of bed in the next hour. And that's a win, and it's worth moving towards. But if you're trying to power through a situation just because you feel like you should, like you're forcing yourself to watch a motivational video when you'd rather be napping, that's when it's time to hit the pause button. It's like watching a movie you don't care about because you think somehow it will make you feel better. It's probably not going to work. Take a break. Let yourself feel what you need to feel without forcing things. For example, if you're at a family dinner and someone asks how you're doing and you don't want to say anything because you're tired of explaining, that's when to choose pause. Don't feel pressured to give a big, hopeful answer. It's okay to just say, you know what, I'm taking things one step at a time. Let that be enough. The trick is to learn the difference between pushing yourself because you feel obligated, like trying to clean the whole house when you're already emotionally drained, versus moving forward when it feels right, like getting up to grab a snack instead of trying to run a marathon in one go. Be kind to yourself. Know when to pause, and trust that both hope and hopelessness are part of the same messy, beautiful journey. You can do this at your own pace, and remember, even small wins count. And here's the trick. Sometimes feelings like sadness or overwhelm are tied to thoughts like, I'll never feel better or nothing will change. But what if you could separate the feeling from the thought? Sadness is just a sensation in your body. The thought, I'll never feel better, is just that, a thought. When you realize that feelings and thoughts aren't the same, you can feel what's happening in your body without letting the thought make it worse. So whether you're in a fog or catching a glimmer of sunlight, your emotions will shift just like hope and hopelessness do. And that's okay. And it really does help to focus on those moments of sunshine and rainbows. Even just imagining them can trigger your brain to release positive chemicals like endorphins and dopamine that help to uplift your mood and calm your body. Your body feels the difference too. When you think of something positive, your muscles relax, your heart rate slows, and your breath becomes deeper. It's not about ignoring the tough stuff. It's just that bringing a little light into your experience can make a big difference for your mind and body. It's a gentle shift that can help you feel better, one moment at a time. You've done something truly remarkable by choosing to move through these moments with intention. It's not always easy to pause, reflect, and make a decision that honors your needs, but you're doing it right now. That takes a level of self-awareness and strength that not everyone taps into. It's something to be truly proud of. You're not just going along with the flow, you're actively participating in your own healing, which is powerful. Each time you make that choice, whether to push forward or take a moment to rest, you're reinforcing how capable and wise you are. Imagine that future version of yourself again, someone who's not only mastered this skill, but has become a beacon of calm, wisdom, and presence. You've already taken the first steps, and every time you consciously decide to act or pause, you're providing to yourself that you're already a resourceful and grounded person. It's like you've been building a strong muscle of decision making, and now it's flexing with ease. You've got the kind of wisdom that only comes with experience, and it's showing in every choice you make. You're not just learning how to navigate challenges, you're becoming a person who knows how to approach life with confidence, clarity, and grace. And that's no small feat. When you're connected with that future version of yourself, the one who's completely in control and at peace, you'll start to see that it's you all along, just a little more polished and attuned to your inner strengths. You've earned that.
Welcome to Aura.